clear, boys. Say along with us.
Love.
Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Smoke weed every day.
Oh yeah. All right, so we are back is the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. Very special episode on a nice chill day over here in the six. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the peoples over here, and shout out to my homie OVO 40 for letting us use the spot over here at CR3. Y'all seen us here before. You know, it's a recurring thing. All right. Big shout out to my co-host to the right of me over here.
Yes, it's me, SSC_ Hey Hercs. You don't know I'm in the building. And we're getting respect to all the man them. You know what I'm saying? For letting us use a spot. It's a good backup for us.
Yeah, man. So we got a special interview that we're doing here today.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I want to get straight to it. We got a lot of budding young talent in the city, right? And I'm loving to see that the way that the Six is growing, like especially the way that the audience from here is appreciating the artists from here.
Yes,
right?
there's a lot of home spirit, a lot of love for homegrown talent. People like it in the streets. People keep saying they like what we're doing, so we're gonna keep doing it until the people still, you know.
Yeah, man. And like the way that the people are connecting to the artist over here, I just love to see like people championing their own artist, right?
Yeah.
So with no further ado, we have the real Cheffie in the building.
Love.
Gotta get the glazing. I shot him.
And even with the whole thing about the whole Toronto scene, right? What's your favorite thing about the Toronto scene right now?
Man, the diversity comes in terms of the rap and how everybody's intertwining the melodies to the bars now and making real records. The artistry is coming out more than everyone just rapping. You know what I mean? So I like that. The flavor, you know, the flavor.
Yeah. And when did you start rapping?
Like 9 years ago. Like almost 10 years now I've been rapping. Like 2000 and it's right at 2008. 2008.
I feel like I started seeing videos on YouTube from like 2015 or something like that.
Like I had a channel before. It was hacked. So I had a different YouTube channel, more views on it, everything, and channel was at a certain amount of hits. So anyways, it was hacked and videos were lost.
I was gonna say, what does it feel like to have a video, like you have your machine pumping and then all of a sudden someone hacked it and took it over as like...
At that time it was discouraging because, you know, in the streets and shit too, and then you're trying to do the rap thing, trying to uplift, and then that shit gets into the way. It's like, what? You've been working so hard at this shit, and then bam, it's just all gone, one hit.
Oh, wow.
You know, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what, they took down the video, they took down your YouTube channel back in 2008, and like how many videos did you have on the channel?
Probably I had like over 30 videos. I had freestyle videos.
Yeah, because I noticed you freestyle. I see you on the freestyle on Fridays and stuff
I'd like
that.
to bring that back too.
Okay. Wow, you're sparking other questions in my brain that's off the page. Like even with the way things are going on now, right?
Yeah.
And like you're saying, like how music it's more musical. People are putting out more full songs, right? What about the whole bars thing? Because you like to rap.
Yeah.
Right? So do you have a struggle sometimes of like, you know what, I might have to lighten it up because I just want to make sure that this is just a good song?
Definitely, because I'll be over rapping sometimes, and I just need, sometimes I tell myself I gotta dumb it down a little bit. Gotta dumb it down because the whole bars thing, it's a smaller market.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So definitely I have struggles when I'm writing and all that, creating, you know, I have to go back and I have to take out all this and just put this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pretty much.
Yeah. And okay.
So what is your writing process like?
Yeah.
Do you like to hear the beat first, or do you come with bars already written and then you work after the beat? Or
more time I just write. I have a book, I just write and I just flow it to anything. Just hear a beat. Just hear the beat and just craft to it. But I'm more time just to write more than anything. So I already have it. You know what I mean?
You always have lyrics ready in the stash. So when you get the right beat or whatever, you have something you can work off of.
Yeah, always.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sometimes feed off of it in terms of the freestyles. I'll just write a quick thing, a quick 8 or some shit, then freestyle the rest. Just go off the feeling of
Yeah,
it,
just something to get you in the groove.
Yeah. Nice. And who was your favorite rapper growing up?
Styles P, Jada Kiss.
You a thug or not, you on the block or you stuck in the box, homie, cause we gon' keep priming, we gon' keep shining. Every hood, every ghetto, heavy metal grind.
Diabolical like Bismarcky. I'm in the hood where the his ox be. Don't piss off P. I'm from a place where they ship off keys. A lot of niggas is broke. They get mad when you look saucy.
That's a recurring theme on our show. We have a lot of rappers on this show from Toronto. They'll be like, yo, who's your Styles P, D Block, Jada Kiss, you know what I'm saying?
But growing up, I did, like, for real, honestly, growing up, I listened to a lot of Meek Mills, Braid, Cornrow, Meek Mills.
Freestyling on the corner, Meek Mills.
Bloodhounds, Mel
Yes.
Love, Sir Nigga. I remember, like, yo, those times was crazy.
Yo, that battle era in hip hop was like, it was crazy when it's just raw outside. You go to Rucker Park or whatever, you see two niggas, they're battling, or you go here in Philly, they're battling. You know, and then man's just coming to meet each other like French Montana, and these men are traveling out to go battle each other. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like you see that man there, they're making their music. It's like, whoa, you know what I mean?
I was on the so I have a record with NH. Those times it's like there's been a battle rap era that's who Meek was going at it with. You know what I mean? I guess everything's all good now, I guess, whatever. So
yeah,
I remember getting a record from, I just hit up NH on Twitter. You know what I mean? So even artists forget about Twitter sometimes. Even me. Nowadays I forget about it. But I remember getting my first feature that I can, claim like, NH from Philly. He had a nice little record, man. Dropped it. Philly, shout out NH, man, for real.
Yeah, and like even like with the whole touching on battle rap, and as a lyricist, you ever try to get into battle rap?
Nah, never.
Yeah.
Never. Everyone asked me that, but I think I probably could get into it, but not right now.
Who's your favorite battle rapper?
Battle rapper, I can't even lie. It was Meek Mill, like Meek Mill.
Okay.
For real. Straight up.
I gotta put Hollow the Don on my list right there.
Hollow the Don, man.
How do you get the name Real Cheffie or the name Cheffie?
Yeah, so I used to own a restaurant on my block. That's on St. Clair Old Western Road.
Okay.
I used to have a restaurant, and growing up in a restaurant, serving everybody, everyone around the corner, and everybody's got the name Cheffie. Cheffie.
Cheffie.
And just ran with it.
And for when you started rapping, like, when did you start rapping?
It's like 2008.
Yeah,
already.
2008.
And like, what was your age around then?
Oh man, I was probably like 13.
Wow. Because I'm
13. Yeah.
I'm asking that because I want to know what your first studio experience is like.
Yo, studio sessions.
your
Honestly,
first one.
I have little books in my pocket. I'll go to the dollar store and I'll have little books, like tiny notebooks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have enough to get like a big notebook.
Yeah.
So I'll have a little notebook and I'll write lines, not even a full 16 or 8 little lines, punchline. All right, sick. I'll go and someone will be at the door and I'll go serve them from their little oxtail and their jerk. Go back and I'll write a little next line, and swear to God, that was the process. And I go home and I put it all together, and then I used to hit up Stokes, and he was out in Saga these times, and I'll just take the bus out Saga, take the one, go out there at Matua, and then, yeah, that's it.
Wow.
But studio sessions were always easy. Fly. I never take long for studio sessions. Bang them out.
Okay.
And tell us about the West End and like your upbringing in the West End.
In the West End, man, it goes down, man. If you hear how I rap, anything that I rap about the freestyles is based off of real life experience. Take place in the West End. I don't really have no memories in like the East End, really. I never did no traveling like or lived anywhere apart from the West End. So anything I've been through, been down here. That's all I can say. You can hear the rest of the music.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And like, what part of the West, like in particular, like that you feel that you felt yourself in the most?
Like the St. Clair Western Road area. You know what I mean? By the flea market over there, you know.
Yeah, I know that place.
Yeah.
That's where they used to have was it the flea market? Played it on, was it like across the street, right at the corner there? the store. What was the store called?
They had a good
there?
mixtape spot.
Yeah, it was the mixtape spot.
Mixtape Mania.
Yeah, mixtape. That's it. Mixtape
That was
Mania.
the spot.
Yeah. That's like for the heads that know in the city, they know.
I'm not a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Big Apple, yo. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
For real.
And what was high school like? Life like out there?
Oh, it was crazy. More time. Everyone that I knew going to middle school with, we're all in the same schools, and we'll be going to parties from young before high school. So going to parties, we'll be seeing people out there, and then we get to high school and be like seeing that these guys are in high school with us, bigger, older people. So these guys will try to, because they're younger, you know what I mean, try to 1-2 moves and whatever it is. But basically, what I'm trying to say is really, high school was crazy. That's what I'm trying to say. High school was crazy.
What was the craziest thing that ever happened in your high school?
Fuck, bro. Man. Craziest shit thing that happened in high school was niggas came for a next nigga. Nothing happened though. It would be all over the news to this day, but it was crazy. I'll tell you that. Running around in the school. You know what I mean? There was no lockdown called or nothing. That's how slick those niggas was moving.
Wow.
That's what I could say.
Yeah.
See, and so that was probably the craziest thing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
When it comes to the music now, when you're dropping, like, you have an EP or any music out like that right now?
Right now I don't have an EP, but I got singles out on YouTube, mostly YouTube mainly.
Yeah, I seen the video there in front of the Tattoo Barbie spot there. You guys have the smoke going and stuff like that.
50.
Yeah.
You did have a mixtape back in 2016, the exclusive.
The exclusive, yeah.
Was that a mixtape or like an album or?
Like a little mixtape, just do a couple songs on there just to get some content out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But before that, I had the Flavor tape out in 2013, hosted by DJ Hawk. The thing is, I had a countdown to Toronto Rappers Takeover.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I got the promotion and I had the countdown on their site. So it was on Halloween night. And as soon as 12 o'clock struck on the 31st, the hacker deleted my Gmail account. Those times is when these times is when Google was they just started to link up everything.
Sometimes it makes you want to wonder
shit.
if that's someone who knew what your plan was.
Yeah, of course. I knew who it was. I found out on everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
It's unfortunate. But yeah, right at 12 o'clock, this guy deleted my Gmail because your Gmail was hooked up to your YouTube and other.
Yeah, that was the link for everything before.
So that transition was being made, and it just happened. And I had somebody named Alano, shout out Alano. He saved me that in like 5 minutes. He created everything back: a new Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Gmail. Bomb, put it up.
You have to give thanks for people like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, so yeah, the Flavor tape hosted by Holiday was out on that. It's still out there on that Piff right now, live.
Okay. And tell me about like meeting, like getting down with music that matters.
It was right out my mouth. So I was gonna ask him about that because I see you guys rocking the gear.
Yeah. Music that matters. It's deeper than music. It's, you know what I mean. It's a collective of people.
Yeah.
So is it a label or is it just
trying to become something bigger right now? Me and Black of the Dawn are the ones
alumni?
that's pushing. Yeah.
We had Black on the door back on when he was dropping Sriracha, but now he's blowing. Like, wow.
My bad, Black.
Yo, Black is doing his thing. Like, shout out to Black of the Dawn. Like, he's really doing his thing.
It's my dog. That's forever.
So how did y'all link up? Like the whole music, them like.
Yeah, how did it start? Like,
we had a meeting. Paid back in Illy.
R.I.P. to both of those brothers.
Yeah. And just had a little meeting. I was doing my rap thing, and I was out in the corner one day. Black's linked me. He's like, "Yo, where you at? Yo, my uncles want to meet you there. You want to get down and, you know what I mean, become a unit in the music thing." And I already knew that I needed some backing with me. You know what I mean? And I knew that these people were more than solidified.
Facts.
See, and it's my best friend's blood. So went to a meeting.
It's making sense.
Yeah. So went to a meeting, met them, and was done from there. And then Johnny, shout out Jonathan,
Shout
man.
out Johnny.
We took it to a next level. We recreated the logo, more cleaner, and, you know, turned it into something. We'll see, man. We'll see what goes on.
Okay. I want to take a quick quick second here before we continue with our interview here. Give a quick shout out to a upcoming event we have coming on. So July 7th, shout out to Price Boss. It's the Bottom of the Ninth album release party that's going to be going down. It's happening over at the Black Swan. That's at 154 Danforth Avenue. It's going to be hosted by, the mom.
Yes, we love hip hop.
We love hip hop.
You know the building.
Your boy PK Herc and your boy Friday Ricky Dred. There's also going to be Marley Superstar, Jada Man, Nas Oni. I'm fucking up your name, so sorry about that. But yeah, music by T Major and artist lineup: DJ Snoopy, Roche, Jedi Beats and Stoutisha, KBF Pounds and KBF Jinx, Nana Goody, Brizzle, Jordan Rhymes, Greasy Dex, Destiny, and Binky Bars. And of course, Price Boss. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing, fam. It's going to be pretty lit.
Okay. With all the different things in the game, right? Like, all right. What do you feel is like, and this is a two-part question, I guess. What do you feel is your biggest setback in the game? Because I know I was listening to one of Blacklist songs earlier today, a track called Gone, right? He mentions Johnny in the song, how Johnny dropped out of school for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Because this is how important this music shit is. You know what I'm saying?
Life decisions are being made.
Yeah, and like he's like Cheffie was going through. He was mentioned a few things that you were going through in that song too. Do you care to talk about that here? Like,
yeah, there was definitely times where, life situations got in the way of the music, and blacks will be like calling me. We'll be having shows. Blacks will be like, "Yo, we have a show." I'll be like, "Yo, man, no, I have to deal with something," and then we'll be arguing, and days will pass, we won't be talking, and times will be getting at me like, "Yo, Cheffie, yo, what are you doing? Let's go, showtime, man." Like now, it's just shit going on in the streets, whatever.
Politics.
So, yeah, man. So that's definitely one of the setbacks that I had at that point. So yeah, I came to terms at the point and met Johnny, MTM, Unks, and everybody, and came together.
And you started focusing.
Yeah.
And I see you working a lot with director Brown Guy.
Yeah.
Like almost
Brown
all your
Guy.
videos, man.
Yeah.
How do you
MTM,
guys connect, man?
MTM.
It's MTM thing.
Yeah, MTM. Brown
All in the
Guy.
family.
All in the family, man. That's it.
Why do you think that's important to have that consistency of just having that, like, one person that you work with?
Because he gets to learn your flavor. You know what I mean? You don't have to like some directors will send you a joint. You have to, you don't really.
You're not feeling it.
Right. So over time, when you work with a director, he knows exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Exactly what to
Picks
do.
up the little things you like,
And then his point of view, his outlook on his visual sense in the directory, and anyways, it's already dope. So directing, he loves to direct more than just shoot. He's like Brown Guy. Really, he's a creator.
Yeah. He does more than just the run of the mill. We're sitting in the kitchen, fucking doing the stir up movement. Videos,
yeah, we're just mixing it in.
Movies, that's it. Movies.
I noticed like a lot of lush, crazy backgrounds and stuff like that too. Like he focuses on that as well. Right?
Yeah.
Do you guys come up with the treatments together?
Yeah, that's it. We all, there's no one else. Johnny, Brown Guy, myself, just talk. If it's on the phone, in person, boom, boom, this is what we got to do.
Yeah.
And then he goes off on a whiteboard and just lay it out, and that's it.
Okay.
Create it.
That's blessed.
One thing I want to know, if you could do anything outside of music, artistically, what would you like to do?
I'll be cooking. Open a restaurant, like barbecue based, jump on jerk based, like strictly. Not saying I can't do it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what I would want to do
if you weren't making music.
Yeah.
Okay. And like, who are you feeling in the city, and outside of the city? Like, who are your favorite rappers? Like right now, not back in the days, but like right now, in and outside the city.
In the city, I'll say Blacks. I'm not trying to just say that because we're on a team, man.
No, Blacks is doing his thing, man.
Blacks, like he knows, he knows. But it's Blacks, and outside of the city, I would say,
like, what are you listening to in the whip?
Local city, the CP24.
Bomb.
Yeah, that shit. I'll be listening to that shit on the grind.
I think I got a warrant.
Yeah, because I miss my Corey. That's what yeah.
Mama, you know you got a warrant. You miss Corey. You know you got a warrant. You know the drill. But I think I got a warrant. Yo, that tune is heavy. Straight up, that tune is heavy.
Oh man, and okay, collabos.
Yeah.
What do you see as collabos? What do you have in the collabos right now in the tuck? And what would be a collabo that you're looking for that you would want to have on a project?
I got collabos in the tuck. I wouldn't talk about it, but one I would talk about alumni Pillar B. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Get some pop my dog. You know
Yes,
what I
we
mean?
had Pillar here also.
We're waiting for you, Pillar B.
Yeah. So apart from that, like I said, I'm just gonna drop a couple joints. But
Okay. And who would you, if you had the dream collabo, who you'd like to collabo with?
Alicia Keys. Dream collabo.
Anybody
far
is money. You also, like you could add on to that, so it doesn't have to be just Alicia. So
Alicia Keys, man. 2 Chainz.
Nice.
I mean Jada.
okay.
Styles, man. I got that nigga to retweet something the other day. Still can't even lie. I should go screenshot it, but definitely Styles P, Jada.
Okay.
You know what I mean? 2 Chainz. Alicia Keys for R&B singer. Alicia Keys, man, hands down.
Nice.
R.I.P. Alicia Keys. Oh, sorry, what am I saying? Alicia Keys.
Nah.
I was thinking about. You know, what I was thinking about Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. My bad.
like,
Sorry,
no, let her live,
Swiss.
let her
Don't
live.
come at me. Don't come after me,
man.
Swiss. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, Swiss. Don't come after
It's
me.
the monster.
Yeah, don't come after me, Swiss. Don't come after me. It was a mistake. Honest mistake. Honest mistake.
So okay, what's coming up next for the real Cheffie? Actually, you know what? Before that, you had a video, the A Mitch thing. Explain that. Like, who's A Mitch? That's you as well.
Yeah, that's me. That's my name.
Okay.
That's my real name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, is that going to be something that you're going to be using
Yeah, there's
forward?
gonna be a little.
Forward?
I'm gonna do a little project strictly for that. A-Mitch, that ego. So look out for something. But A-Mitch interlude you're talking about.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
caught that. I was like, ooh, what's that?
Yeah.
Because I'm there looking through YouTube, right? And I see real Cheffie. But then I see a thumbnail and I see A Mitch interlude. But it's still you. And I went to a few more real Cheffies again, and I'll get back to that, right?
Yeah.
But then it popped up again in the algorithms, right? So I'm like, it's obvious that YouTube wants me to see this.
Yep.
A-Mitch.
I click, it's still real Cheffie,
Yeah.
right?
I'm too busy counting my dollars. Shit be getting realer as an artist. Niggas sneak this, but I'm on it. Creep through your block while the chrome getting polished. I'm being honest, I just never mind it. Bad bitch dormant, tryna give me knowledge. Made some Margiela, I already bought it. On a new tip, now they plotting. Been up on the corner, had to get it poppin'. Never had a lobby, front page whopping.
A-Mitch, I would say that's the bars, like, so I call it the bars with A-Mitch every week.
Okay.
So that's that part of me. You know what I mean?
We caught that one there.
Yeah, Friday likes to dig
that
deep.
flavor, man, that flavor.
I'm the internet crick nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what's coming up next for Cheffie?
Working on the EP. Just dropping videos at this point. Bigger platforms. You know what I mean? Collabos. More time it's the collabos I'm working towards right now.
Yes.
I'm getting these videos out.
So can we expect something soon with you and Blacka?
Something crazy.
Okay.
Something crazy.
If you're saying something crazy, because what he's doing right now is even crazy. So if you're gonna say something crazy, I'm looking forward to see what you guys are up to next.
If you know. I gotta like. I'm pretty good at what I do. You know, Blacks does what he does, and you know.
Yeah, you guys are both nice at what you guys do.
So
I've seen you guys perform
It's gonna
together.
be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. And even with performances, any upcoming performances and stuff like that? We can look forward to?
July 19th.
Nice.
Leeds Palace. You got our concert coming up. Know what I mean, with special guests. So everybody, please. The link's in the bio right now on my bio for your tickets live right now. The physicals will be out soon. So
Perfect.
July 19th.
All right.
Leeds Palace.
We'll put it in our link.
No, and this video will definitely be out by the time that that before that event, to give ample time for people to make sure that they make it out there. Where's it going to be at? You said
Leeds Palace.
Leeds Palace.
So yeah, Leeds Palace. I think
That's
the
Bathurst, no?
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, Bathurst and College. Yeah, Bathurst and College, right in the corner of Bathurst and College. There.
we'll have all of the descriptions in.
That's what all the crazy art and shit.
Yeah,
back in the day.
know what I'm saying? And it's a legendary place.
Yes, it is. It's got history in this city.
Yeah, Lee's Palace.
Oh wow, musical history, facts, yo. That place,
yeah.
yo, that place
Oh,
has a serious history. Like
You're
El
going to a
Macombo
good
and
spot.
those type of places, like they go back in the city, you know.
Yeah.
So I was actually surprised when you said Lee's Palace. I was kind of thrown for a second. You said Lee's Palace. I was like, whoa, because before Lee's Palace used to be a spot where you could go for venues, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like kind of simmered down, and it's like
You're
the
bringing it
vibe,
back.
the vibe switched, you know. So I guess now they're realizing, you know what, hip hop's taking over the world. Let's let them back in the building.
Exactly. In a fashionable way. So we got
That's good to hear, though.
we got the before, the present, and the future of what's going on with the real Cheffie. Let's get your social medias. Let the people know where to find you social media wise.
Instagram, Real Cheffie. Twitter, The Real Cheffie _. YouTube, Cheffie. Facebook, Cheffie. The Real Cheffie is Facebook, but Google. Furthermore, Cheffie. Everything Cheffie, man.
All right, and we'll be
And
doing
musicthatmatters.com. Everything MTM.
Yes.
For merch,
Yes.
anything, for updates for our shows,
Yes.
mixtape, singles, videos, everything MTM.com.
Drop